True Crime with a case update. So, before I go into this, please take this moment to subscribe, share, like any videos, or subscribe to the channel itself because it is those subscriptions and those likes and those comments that keeps the channel going and allows me to keep doing what I'm doing. Because at the end of the day, I am just trying to get information out and keep stories alive. So, like I said before, if you have not already subscribed to the channel, please do so. So, Amber Shelton. I first brought up this case back in December, or actually might have been the beginning of January, when it came to light that she was missing. She is a woman. She is 33 years old. She went missing from the Nottingham apartments um, in Greensboro off of United Drive. And the reason I reported on this case, I saw this, I reached out to one of her friends and said, "Hey, I have this true crime channel. I'd be glad to do a profile on it." And I started a conversation with this woman and a couple of other friends. And it grew from here. And what's disheartening is the fact that this case has not been covered nearly as much as it should have been when she first went missing. And I blame Greensboro PD for allowing it to get shoved under the rug here because there is no excuse why there wasn't more press coverage. There's no excuse why there wasn't more outrage for on behalf of this woman because it's a little too late. So Amber, on the night that she left on December 9th, according to the woman that was staying with her, who was supposed to be her girlfriend, they said they had an argument. She left. Now, when she left behind her phone, her wallet, and an uncashed check for $1,200. And Amber was going through some severe financial difficulties and was about to lose her apartment. Thank you, Brandon. So she left money. But the girlfriend claimed, and however, said that she took her gun with her. Now, which means she's perpetuating the story that Amber wanted to harm herself permanently. I don't believe that's the case because everyone, oh, thank you, Flames. Everyone who knows Amber knew that she was a very positive person. She was a very happy person and had no reason to ever, 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 ever want it would want to hurt herself. So as of yesterday, it was found. Yes, that's very funny, Brandon. Um, Yesterday, her remains were found at the Greensboro Arboretum under a bridge, and it's just completely disheartening, completely, because the Greensboro PD, the detective investigating her case, has allowed this woman that is her girlfriend, who went around telling people they weren't together, but they were living together, they were together, and her name is Sherry Mapp. They allowed this woman to basically dictate how this investigation in the into this missing person case. They allowed this woman to do that. Not only was she misdirecting Greensboro PD, saying, "Oh, she was wanting to hurt herself. She was depressed. She was not close to her family or friends. She had nobody to go to." That's not true. That's not true at all. She had plenty of friends that were very concerned, plenty of friends that she was involved with. Her parent, her mother, and her sister, very close to them. Had a cousin in Virginia or I'm sorry, a friend in Virginia she was going to go stay with. So that doesn't sound like somebody who doesn't have anybody in their life. So Sherry Mapp, not only did she set up, the narrative that Amber wanted to hurt herself, she's also the one who was trying to take things out of the apartment after she went missing. And what's the other puzzling thing is Amber's cell phone was left behind, and it already had pre-recorded text messages or scheduled text messages to go out, one to like abandon her job and just weird stuff like that, which made no sense. So now we're getting now we're getting to the point where her body has been found. And the police just now said, okay, yes, we found her, but we don't know what the manner of death is. So, we'll have more details. But she has been in a park that's like 5 minutes away from her house since December 9th. Make that make sense how nobody checked this park and how nobody found her. You know, I think a lot of things came to play here. Amber is gay. I think that was some bias there, why nobody was looking. I think because she is a black woman, I think race played a role in this too. And Jeff Stark, want me to tell you about Gene Hackman? Gene Hackman. They're now saying Gene Hackman and his wife was a self suicide. No, he and his wife were helped each other out. Um, yes, exactly. Evidence did get washed up on that time. And I truly, truly believe that Amber is a victim of foul play. I don't think she went out to hurt herself. I think the girlfriend had a hand in it, and the girlfriend's husband had a hand in it. See, that's the thing people don't really realize. Uh, Sherry Mapp is married to a man named Khalif Mapp. They have been having major financial issues. She was living with Amber. He was elsewhere. I have no idea where he was. But that is a big issue right there. And I don't understand how the police are not looking at this more thoroughly, because in any missing person investigation, you always, always look at the significant other. That is first thing you look at. And that one, she is the significant other. But Greensboro PD is a bit blindsided when it comes to, doing their job. Um, it took them a month to put a picture on her missing person poster, and one of her friends had to email them a photo that they couldn't go and find one of her. No, they just put it up there, no picture, nothing. Insane. Absolutely insane. So, in my opinion, they need to get a different detective on this case. They need to throw Sherry Mapp and Khalif Mapp into a interview room under the hot lamps, sweat them out, and get some answers, because those two know what happened. They do. Because Amber didn't even have a car. So anywhere she went that night, she was going by foot. So, you know, I don't know. Like I said, this is upsetting. I mean, it's really upsetting. And now they've sent her body to Raleigh because they have to do a more investigative autopsy on her to see what the cause of death is. But like I said, I don't believe she hurt herself. I do believe that she's a victim of foul play. But it's so sad. So very sad. If we didn't have the windstorm and the rain yesterday, I don't think they would have found her yesterday. So, do I have any questions on here about anything I've just talked about? Anything? Yeah. I mean, what's frightening is Greensboro as a whole has got a ton of people that have gone missing, a ton of people that have shown up dead. And you've got a bunch of teenagers that are coming back, that they're finding that have been being trafficked. There is so much going on in this town, and the police are so ill-equipped, inept, and blind to what needs to be done. You've got mobile strip clubs, and you've got people just running around with guns shooting people at no end. I mean, it's insane. It's completely insane. And I'm just tired because every time I look at the news, it's just one more case, or I look at my email, I've got three more cases about people who've gone missing that are local. I mean, it's frightening to even leave the house. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I don't even want my daughters leaving the house because they could disappear. Anybody could disappear. But back onto Amber, I do believe bias played a role in her investigation. I don't think the police have taken it too seriously. And if they have not arrested Sherry and Khalif Mapp within the next week, I think there needs to be a protest and people need to start raising holy hell. That's what I really think. So I'm gonna hop off here. I just wanted to get that out there because I would have brought this up. I would have done this last night, but the family had requested no posting, no news. And once everything came out on the news, I was like, well, I guess I can say something now. But this is Rebecca with Red True Crime. I'm going to hop off here. And like I said, everybody, if you already have not subscribed to the channel, please do so because subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, all that helps the logarithm and me get out to other people. And it would be great to build the channel up. So um, I've got other profiles coming up. I'm going to do one on Frank Lucas, American Gangster. Um, Actually, I've got a list of gangsters that I didn't even know existed that I'm going to be doing. One on Nikki Barnes and one on Pee Wee Kirkland. So that's three right there. And then starting next Thursday, not today, but next Thursday, I am going to start covering the missing children, one from each state of the United States, the longest or oldest cases of unsolved missing children cases for each state. So I'm going to do that, and you guys tune in on Thursday for that. But yeah, like I said, be looking for my Frank Lucas video that'll be coming out here in the next day or so. So have a good night, everybody. Be, as I always say, be weird, be rude, be safe. Because if you're weird and rude, they won't take you. I guarantee. And stay warm because it's freezing here in North Carolina. Bye.